Hey friends, welcome to another vlog. So I'm literally in the middle of painting my little broken nail. Honestly, it's time for me. I've had these nails for like 2.5 weeks, going on 3. When I get dipped powder nails at the salon, it will last 3 weeks. Like, it's incredible. And if you find someone that's good at it, it won't catch on the back. Anyway, I've also done Gel X and I really like that too. It's just a different feeling on the fingers. And I'm like, Gel X, it doesn't necessarily feel thicker though, but it's like gel nails that are being put on top. It's similar to like press-ons, but they're not coming off, and it's like, I think made of silicone. So it is different. And they also last like 3 weeks. But anyway, I know I get asked that a lot because I've talked about both a lot, but I've lately just been doing the dipped powder, but lasts forever. But the color I got on my nails, I actually don't know. I just kind of picked it, and I happen to have Bubble Bath from OPI, which is super popular one. And so I'm like, all right, I'm gonna paint my poor little broken nail with this. It was actually a painful break, okay? I was making the bed, fitted sheet, and it broke. It was painful for like a week. So it's finally good, it's healed. So not the nail itself, but like the skin under, I know. I don't even like to talk about it. Okay, so not a terrible match. Length does not match, but it's close. But do not look at this job up close because it does not look good. Anyway, and then the top coat I've been using is 10/10. It's the Shield. I've had this a long time. I have the base as well. This is like the one, but this is discolored now. Like it's always this color, but this is like way more yellow. So I'm like, might be time to get some fresh ones. I've had these for so long, I don't remember if I bought them, if they were PR, where I got them. So I think they're okay. I just don't know that they're like extraordinary. So anyway, that's what's happening right now. I'm about to film a video. I think I might film it here instead of at work. I'm trying to decide lighting wise what will look better. Because when I'm there, I typically would use like my artificial lights. But anyway, I'm just trying to figure that out. Gonna get some fresh coffee and get that going. But the video I'm filming right now is the unpopular opinions. Get ready with me, which you would have already seen by this point. Well, if you haven't, I'll link it below, but so excited to film this one. I wanted to thank today's video sponsor, which is Lumino. I drink a lot of coffee, as you guys know, and tea. I've been drinking a lot more tea lately too. And it stains my teeth. I mean, there's no way around it. And so I've been using the Lumino whitening strips. I get these on Amazon. I have been using these exclusively for quite a while now. I feel like it's helped maintain the whiteness of my teeth. It's helped get rid of those stains that I would otherwise definitely have from drinking a lot of coffee. So I love that these are certified non-toxic. They're microbiome safe, but they actually will whiten your teeth without that sensitivity. Like, I would get that painful feeling from other brands after I would use them, and it would last for a couple days. I absolutely hated it. This has never done that to me, which I so appreciate. So it actually is able to do this without the sensitivity because it uses Dead Sea salt, coconut, and lemon peel to whiten your teeth. So I wanna show you how I apply these. Today I need to get I need to get some work done. I need to answer some emails and deal with some tax things with my accountant. I've been putting it off, so I was like, you know what? We're gonna do 2 birds with 1 stone. We are gonna whiten our teeth while we get that done. Okay? And I might sit outside because it's like 60 degrees. So the way I apply this is super fast and easy, and I'll leave it on for 30 minutes. I definitely notice a difference each time I use them. If you wanna really, really glow up your smile, you can use these 7 days in a row. So like leading up to a special event or a trip or something, that would be amazing. So it just comes in a little packet, and I just peeled off the upper strip here. Here we go. And then the lower strip. Okay. I'm gonna get some work done. All right, it's been 30 minutes. Okay, I just took them off, brushed my teeth. Let me show you a before and after. It really does make a difference, especially like right now I'm doing maintenance, right? I'm doing this, I would say maybe once a week. It makes such a difference. I'm so thankful that I discovered something that doesn't make my teeth so sensitive. So thank you, Lumino. Another thing to know is this is the #1 bestseller in the teeth whitening category on Amazon, which I think is pretty cool. Again, if you wanna save $5 off of your Lumino purchase, you can get a 21 pack on Amazon, $5 off. I will have that link down below for you in the description box and a pinned comment. So thank you so much, Lumino, for sponsoring this video. I am gonna attempt to build this little table that I can use here to film with when I want to be in a different spot. So like oftentimes I film at my vanity, especially like Instagram stories, things like that. But the lighting's not ideal for that. It works, but it's not, I'd rather have natural lighting, obviously. So I found this like foldable TV tray table. I'll pop on the screen what it looks like. I got it on Amazon. And I think it's gonna be kind of perfect because when I'm not using it, I can completely fold it and put it in like our closet or something. So then it's just useful because it's nice to have something, like sometimes I just want the camera sitting on top of it instead of getting the long tripod out, whatever. I know I'm gonna get a lot of use out of this, but I need to build it so that I can film with it. Wish me luck. So, I gotta get organized first. Huh, even gave me like a little screwdriver to use. Cool. All right, I did it. So it folds up nice and small, and then you just, well, we're gonna make sure it works. Yeah, that folds in, that folds down, boom. That's pretty sturdy, I should say, for like basically the equivalent of like a TV tray. You know what I mean? That is awesome. Yay! Go me. Okay, this little table worked so perfectly. I'm so glad that I bought this. This is little thing is gonna be such a game changer for me. So yay for that. I was dying though because the entire reason I was gonna film it here was to have natural lighting, right? And 10 minutes into the video, it wasn't even a storm, but it just became so dark and gray outside that the lighting looked awful. And sometimes like a gray day can be really great lighting, but sometimes it's so dark that it's like, okay, no, so anyway, it ended up being terrible. So then I'm turning on my other lights. I'm like, I should have just gone to work and filmed this there anyway. That's that. So now I'm going to put away the makeup I used to get ready. My chair's not there because it is back there. But yeah, that was super, super fun nonetheless. I need to go to the store to get a couple of things. So I might do that here today if I can squeeze in the time because first of all, guys, couldn't even see me. Oh, I'm an idiot. I want to squeeze in the time to do that because I do desperately still need hairspray. I've gone so many days without it and I was like, oh, I'll just order it online, and then I never did, and now here we are, and now I really need it. So I need to go to the store for that, and I need, honestly, quite a few things. I feel like I'm out of a lot. For me, I need to get like a birthday gift for someone, so it genuinely would just be easiest. Nope, it would be easiest to just go to the store and get it. So we might do that. Whenever I do it, I will, of course, take you along with me. But all right, cool. So one thing I am trying to figure out is some kind of way to keep myself organized each week when it comes to like my weekly goals. Like, what do I need to get done this week, both for work and personal, you know? And then being able to split it into days, being able to move what I didn't get done on one day to the next day. So Tyler, my husband, was showing me what he's been doing for years. And he is the king of simplifying systems. And he's really good at this. And so this is what he has done. I'm going to show you. I'll pop a screenshot of what it looks like on the screen. So he has his weekly goals. Now I made this much prettier, of course. This is my version of it. But he has his weekly goals at the top of just the note, like the notes app on your phone. So I love that I've got on mine that I made what week it is. So I don't have to type like the date for each Monday, Tuesday. I'm like, I don't want to have to do that. I want this to be simple. So the week of, and then have my goals, 3 goals, maybe more for the week that I'm like, those are those overarching things I need to get done. For example, tax stuff. Like this is a week where I need to get my tax stuff to the appropriate people and make sure all of my ducks in a row are in a row with that. It's not necessarily something I'm going to get done all in one day, but I know by the end of this week, I want to be able to cross that off. So finish up tax prep. Another goal this week, I need to make sure I meal plan and prep. That's something that I don't necessarily have to put down because I do that every week, but we do need to still get it done. So I'm going to put it on there. So that's an example. And then for each thing, like today, I need to send a video to a brand for approval. That kind of thing. I want to schedule an Instagram reel that I made for tomorrow, things like that. And then personal, like I need to put laundry away today. We need to organize stuff into the new cabinets. I'll maybe talk more about that later. That kind of thing. So then it feels like I have one place I can go that's with me all the time. I love my paper planner and I will still use that from time to time because I like to write things down. But I need something that I can access when I'm waiting in line at the post office or whatever. And I'm like, I need to add that to my list. I need to be able to do it on the go. I've tried different apps I've even talked about on here. Like, I tried Todoist. I've tried what's that one that's really popular? I don't know. I feel like I've tried them all out there and all of them can do amazing things. But for me, I'm like, I think I really do just want it to be simple and able to be accessed at all times. And this, I hope, will work. I was using the reminders app and that was great, except for I started to organize it and then it got to be, again, overcomplicated. I'm like, why do I always do this? So this seems simple enough of a system for me that hopefully it will, we'll see if I can stick with it. But I also like that I can then copy and paste things onto the next day. If like, okay, those 3 things I wasn't able to check off, I wasn't able to get them done, I can copy and paste them into Tuesday's list. So anyway, just wanted to share that in case you were needing a little bit of inspiration when it comes to planning your weeks. I feel like a lot of times, I think I mentioned in my last vlog that things just bump around in my head. And I'm like, I need to like get all of this out of there. And this provides a space for me to get it out of my head and onto something else. I'm gonna go to the store, like I said, but I just am hungry. That's why I'm explaining that. So I have some like ham and some bread with a little mayo on them and some tomato. This is one of my favorite sandwiches, especially if you warm it, like you just grill it like on a Skittle. What? I was like, you caught that right away. On a Skittle. On a skillet. That crisp with the tomato juice, like stop. That is so good. So that is what I'm gonna make. I was craving this so much the other day that me and Felicity were out and about doing stuff, and on the way home I was like, I'm gonna need to go home and make this. So I'm gonna need to stop at this store and get lunch meat and tomatoes. Anyway, so I'm gonna do that, but I'm actually, our fancy dancy toaster can do, they call it a panini. It doesn't do like a stellar job. It does pretty good. So I'll show you how it works. It's kind of interesting, but I don't put the tomato on it until I'm done doing the like heating through, because I feel like the juice would get all in the toaster, don't you think? All right, I've got my ham sandwich, and then you just put it in the little guy. It does kind of squish it, but it just is what it is. And then it kind of clips together, and then come with me. Okay, so then I go to bread, and then I click panini mode down here. And then you just put it in. Uh-oh, is that mayo coming through? How is this even safe? You know, how is the street legal? I wanted to, maybe that's what I need. I need it to be a little bit more. So, all right, we're gonna do that. And then it just, isn't that wild? Also, we have been vibing on these. We got them at Costco. They had like a little sample, and it's kind of similar to Celsius. What would you say is the difference?
It's a lot less caffeine.
A lot less caffeine. Maybe that's what it was. Because, yeah, it's 80 versus what are Celsius, like 200?
Something like that here.
So I liked that. I like the flavor of this a little. I really like Celsius. Okay, don't get me wrong. But
200 milligrams of caffeine.
Yeah, so less than half. But it's still got like, you know, all the things they always have, like vitamin B12, vitamin C, you know, all that. So been enjoying this a lot. My favorite flavor is the mixed berry. But yeah, I'd never heard of this brand in my life, but they had it at Costco as a sample, like I said, and I was sold. Sip number 1. Oh my gosh, so good. Okay, so it's pretty good. Like, I feel like I could have moved it over a little bit, but I mean, this is crispy. Oh my gosh. I know some of you guys are watching and your mouth is watering. Mine too. So it is another day. I did not end up going to the store. We had swim lessons, and it was on a different day than what we were used to. And anyway, and then dinner, and then bath time. And then, so did not end up going to the store, but now we really need groceries. So I might just order online, but I still need hairspray. I ended up pulling out my like travel size hairspray I have, and I'm just using that right now. And it's also not that dire, but you know, when it's one thing that you've been missing, you haven't had for a long enough time that you're like, okay, I have got to actually buy this. Like, I just need hairspray. Might just buy it online like I keep saying I will. So that's what I think I'm going to do. We also have a couple birthday parties coming up, and I need to get gifts for them, but I might try to do that in store versus, I'm not going to do it through the grocery order because no, but like, I guess I could get something on Amazon, but it's pretty soon. So we'll see. I think I'd rather just go in store and maybe bring Genevieve with me because I think she would have fun like picking those out. So I was going to go to the store, by the way, today with sweet Felicity, but the weather's so nice and we were having so much fun playing outside, and now it's her nap time. So I'm like, we were so excited that the weather was like above 50 and sunny. So we played outside instead, which was totally better. But now I am faced with, of course, like I said, the grocery order again, which is no big deal. This is way faster than the alternative. But I will say, I feel like it's been a while since I've gone in store to grocery shop, and I love it. So hopefully next week. Okay, that is enough about groceries, okay? Well, we are getting ready for the day. We are heading into the weekend. It's Friday, so got a lot of loose ends to kind of tie up, I feel like, for the week. But other than that, we have a really fun weekend. We've got friends coming over tonight with their littles, and so all the kids can play together. And we're doing homemade pizza. So Tyler's gonna make the pizza crusts, and then I got like pizza toppings and stuff. We did end up getting our grocery order this morning, which was so nice. And the one thing I will say, when you can get delivery from the store itself, I was talking about how much I love Kroger's delivery, but obviously not everyone has a Kroger. But I feel like generally when you can get delivery from the actual store itself, it's like they're pulling from different stock. And maybe they are, maybe some of you guys know, but I just feel like everything's always in stock. We never have missing items. The substitutions seem to be a little bit better. So anyway, that was nice. So we're doing homemade pizza. I got a bunch of pizza toppings. I got stuff for like Hawaiian pizza, but then also just like cheese, pepperoni. I even got some ricotta. I love ricotta on a pizza. We got some fresh basil. Rayo's pizza sauce is really good. So anyway, we're excited about that. That'll be fun. And the friends we haven't seen for a while, and they're going to be moving away eventually. It's a long story, but so we're like, oh man, we got to like try to see them a couple more times before that actually happens. Anyway, but we are launching our merch for a podcast, which by the time you're seeing this, it's been launched for at least a couple days. If you're interested, it's Disney stuff, of course. But if you're interested, I will link our site below where we're selling it. But it's been a labor of love for sure, because we really wanted these to be like really nice, and it just felt like, I don't know. Again, that podcast is our passion project. It's our baby, and it's something we get to do truly together. I guess in theory, like travel vlogs and stuff we're doing together, but those are like his projects. And then like videos on my channel are mine. So they're not. So anyway, this whole podcast for the past few years has been such a journey. We've learned so much. Like, this is a world I don't know a lot about. I've certainly learned a lot about podcasting, that is. But it's been a great to have an outlet for all of our Disney knowledge and love. So that has made me so happy. But yeah, so the merch setup, we've got to finish that today is the reason I was bringing it up, truly. Kind of get that set up, make sure the site for it is going to go live at the time we want it to go live, when the next podcast episode goes live. I feel like my brain is working ahead of my mouth today. Anyways, so it's gonna be a good day though. So we've got a lot to get done. I've got a video to make live and things like that. Some emails to answer, but it'll be a good productive day. I did a run this morning on the treadmill. I've kept up with my 5 days a week. I feel like I don't even know myself. Like, I am so proud of where I'm at right now when it comes to my discipline. That is something I feel like I struggled with for 36 years. You know what I mean? As long as I've been alive. And I finally hit a point this year where I was like, I'm done making excuses. Like, I'm done being like, well, I'm just not disciplined like other people, so I could never get up early and work out, or I could never do it X amount of days a week, or whatever it is. And I hit this point where I was like, what do I think these other people have that I don't? They're just making themselves do it. That's what discipline is. It's not something you're necessarily born with to be disciplined, or to, the coach today in the like running class I was taking said, If you're waiting for motivation, you'll be waiting for the rest of your life. I'm like, well, couldn't have said it better myself. If you're waiting for motivation, you'll be waiting the rest of your life. And that's how I felt like I was waiting for the rest of my life. Like, well, maybe I'll get back to, my fitness goals after I'm done having kids, or maybe I'll wait until, and I'm like, what am I waiting on? As the years go by, it gets harder and harder to move. That's just nature, and that's okay. But I want to be strong. I want to be someone that, as I'm getting older, God willing, if I live a long life, I want to be able to move and travel. And, if I have grandkids, pick up my grandkids and I want to be strong. So this is my promise to myself, and why I've kind of, I did not expect to talk about this right now, but why I've kind of made this major change in my life. And it is a major change. So I'm really proud of myself. Anyway, so I hope this is encouraging to you. I have to admit, and maybe some of you guys are feeling this way, I would get really annoyed and eye-rolly when I would hear other people I'd be watching on the internet, talk about their, well, I get up early before the kids and I do this and blah, blah, blah. I would get so annoyed because I think my reasoning was I wanted to do that, and I knew I really had no excuse. I mean, listen, sometimes you do have an excuse. You're injured, you're chronically ill, you have a newborn, and you're like, dude, any sleep I can get. I'm not talking to you, okay? But you know what I mean. You know yourself, and you know when you're the reason you're holding yourself back. And I was definitely the reason I was holding myself back. So, all right, enough about that. I'm doing that like bendy hair thing where I just kind of, you've been watching me do it. Just kind of run it through. I really liked it. I did this the other day on my hair. I'm like, oh yeah. It just kind of looks like undone and tousled. What is that word? Anyway, first up on the docket, we're getting ready, doing my makeup, gonna get out of here and get a little bit of work done at work, then come back because we need to straighten up a bit, prep for our friends coming over, etc. Etceteras and etceteras. So cheers to that. Cheers to a productive day, I hope. Hello on a Saturday morning. I went this morning with Genevieve to Meijer, which is like a superstore near us. And they, I say that like I don't love it. I love Meijer. But we needed to get birthday gifts for, like I said, birthday season, baby. We got all the gifts we need for a while for various people in our lives. So that was good to kind of check off. But then I just got kind of random stuff I thought you guys might be interested in. Well, first up, Tyler needed shampoo conditioner. He likes it just an in-one. 2-in-1. So native. This one smelled good. It was eucalyptus and mint. Yeah, it smells really nice. And then I got some travel tissue packs. These are just nice to have. Genevieve will keep one in her backpack. I usually have one in my purse or the diaper bag. We got some hair things. So I just thought these were so pretty I've got those like bubble headbands for when I'm getting ready, but I just wanted to get another option. Also, I would just wear these, as the real headband. I just think that's so pretty. And then I also got some scrunchies. I think I have too many scrunchies, so I'm like, maybe. But they had a deal where it was like buy one, get one half off. So I was like, well, but I also got these little clips. They're matching. I always get frustrated because I like to have like the same thing if I'm going to do it on both sides. And I feel like a lot of these kinds of packs come with like one of each kind, and none of them match. So I appreciated that these actually like matched. And then I also got more sport headbands. So the one I've been using lately is working pretty well. It leaves a dent in my head, which is what it is. You know what I mean? Like in my hair, not my head. So these look perfect as well. They'll probably do the same thing, but they've got that like non-slip grip to them, which is great. I have some thin ones, like really thin, and those just slide right on back throughout the workout. So that did not work to hold my hair back. Got a restock of the e.l.f. Wow Brow. I love this stuff. Neutral brown. They were like almost sold out of all the colors. I was like, I'm glad they had. But I literally always have this. And when it is out, like right now, I miss it in my routine. It's just so easy. I also needed a travel size. So I'm going to order the Bedhead Masterpiece Hairspray on Amazon because it is cheaper. So that's what I'm going to do. But they did have this in a travel size. And I've never tried it. And I was like, it's kind of perfect to try it this way. But also, I needed a new travel hairspray. I was smelling a couple other ones in the travel section. I was like, they just smell very hairspray-y. This one smelled slightly nice. So gonna try that one out. And then I also got some stretchy string to make bracelets with Genevieve with. And then I also got more of these. We are constantly running out of chip clips. It's driving me crazy. And we only have a handful. I guess that's it. So these are a bit thicker than, like thicker this way than the ones we currently have. But we like the OXO brand. That's the kind we have and the other ones. So, and are these, yeah, these have a magnet as well. So you can use them as like an actual magnetic clip too. Also got a new pillow for Felicity. She uses one and her starter pillow was like this thin, like it was really thin. But now it's to the point where it's like, it's almost too thin and now she's ready for like a real pillow. So this one is not too thick. It's got like the right amount of squish. I was literally, Genevieve was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm trying to see how much it would push down when her head goes on because we tried one we already had, but it was so thick. And when she'd lay, it would look like her head. She was literally laying like this. I'm like, that's too much. So I hope this one will be good for her for a while. So that's the haul. Last night with our friends was so fun. Tyler made a homemade pizza, like I said. Delicious. Okay, the toppings I put on my half of Tyler's and my pizza was pineapple, black olives, and ricotta. And of course, like mozzarella and red sauce. It was so good, you guys. It was so good. And there's a little bit left over, and I'm like, that might be lunch today. So it was all good. The kids all made cheese pizza, and they all enjoyed it. So it was a very enjoyable night with some good friends. So that is what's going on in my neck of the woods right now. We're actually hosting another thing tonight. Blue Nana's birthday. We're excited to celebrate her. And we also have some other family birthdays. So we'll be singing happy birthday to like 3 people today, which is always fun and exciting. So we're going to do that. And that was part of the birthday gift things we got. So need to get this house squared away. I feel like it's generally pretty clean. We actually, other than right now, me setting this stuff here, our dining room, which is usually the pit of despair, all of our stuff goes here, is actually cleaned up. I cleaned it yesterday. So that is exciting. Now I've got all these gifts on it, but I'm like, I'm going to wrap them today, put them away, get them where they need to be for now, and then the dining room can continue to be clean. So I'm just dilly-dallying because I know there's just other things I need to get done, and I'm just hanging out with you guys, dilly-dallying. Church outfit. We got to head out of here. I'll link what I can. Some of this I've had a long time, but these are those jeans I love from Madewell. I haven't worn a belt. I actually think I need to tighten the belt though, but I haven't worn a belt in 1,000 years, and I always see people in them and they look so cute, and I never think to do it. So today I'm doing a belt, but I think I need to, I should definitely tighten it. Anyway, off to church. So I wanted to get a bubble bath, so I'm gonna do that. I got my very first bubble bar from Lush. Isn't it crazy that I've never tried one? Have you guys tried one? Anyway, so I'm gonna try that. I just got like the milky bath one that like looks like milk. I just washed my face. I might do like a mask, but I wanted to end this vlog here because I realized I haven't ended it. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks again to the sponsor of today's video, which is Lumino. Again, if you want to get $5 off, I will have the link for the Lumino whitening strips on Amazon down below to get $5 off. So thank you to Lumino. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you'll subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.